Hi guys, I hope everyone is having a great day. It is Vlogmas day 14, I believe it is. It's like all a blur, guys. I have to admit, it really is. But I think this is going up for a Friday, so happy Friday to everyone. And I hope you had a good week. And I just thought today I would actually do a vegan empties for you guys. A lot of these I have actually like kind of talked about in the last few weeks during Vlogmas, or shown like a recipe or something with some of this stuff, which is kind of cool too. So if you've missed any of those, you can go check those out too and see some of these in action even. But some of them I haven't in a while, so I definitely want to go over those with you, what I think of them. I have like an entire playlist of vegan empties videos. If you are not familiar with them, it is basically like a beauty empties or home empties, and I just kind of go through each product. Would I repurchase it? Was it good? What did I think of it? Where did I find it? All that. Truth is, I actually just woke up from a little nap. Today is a double workout day and I am going later tonight, and I wanted to get a little more rest in. So that's what I did. And so this is the situation. So there's that, yeah? Okay, anyway, let's just get into it. I hope you guys enjoy. I actually have some in the fridge still, so I haven't completely used this up, but this is the Miyoko's cultured vegan butter. I finally have tried this. I feel like this is super popular right now, especially with vegans. Like a lot of people are talking about this and really, really love it. I actually found this at Trader Joe's. Now, my understanding is though, a lot more places are carrying it, which is really cool. I really, really like it. But for someone like me, I don't typically use butter now, fake butter. We usually buy Earth Balance just because it's kind of like readily available everywhere. Or the I can't believe it's not butter, it's vegan one. But I just, ever since kind of changing my diet up a lot in the last few months, there's a cat, I just don't personally really go to it for much. Even on like protein pancakes or something like that, where I feel like a lot of people would probably add butter to it, I'm just not usually someone who does, or even did before going vegan. I don't know why, I just never really do. I like peanut butter. That's my kind of butter. Anyway, I did try this and it was very, very good. You know what? I'm just gonna show you it because we have some left. It kind of reminds me of like what you would get at like at a restaurant, and like with rolls and bread and that kind of thing. It almost looks like a coconut oil, which kind of makes sense because it is made primarily from that. But yeah, it kind of like hardens up like coconut oil and has that like white cast to it. But it's good. It is good, and it is pretty soft still, even in, you know, the fridge. I like it. Doesn't have a smell, but I don't think any of them really do. I would totally get it again. My only thing with it though is it's pretty pricey, guys. It is. This was $4.99, I believe, at Trader Joe's. And most places, and a lot of you are even saying too, it's like $6 and up pretty much everywhere you're at. Now, my understanding is though too, is this brand actually has an entire like cheese line too. That's something I still need to personally try. And again, have heard from you guys is like awesome. So I think that might be a little on the pricier side too, but I think it's still worth trying out for sure. Anyway, that's my only thing with it. Kind of a pro and con because I do think it's good, but it's a little pricey. It is. It's also 90 calories for 1 tablespoon, which is kind of high. But now that I say that, I don't have the Earth Balance one to like compare it, but I want to say that's a little bit higher. But again, it makes sense too because it's primarily coconut oil, you know? So the next one that I finished up were these maple pecan shortbread bar mix from Trader Joe's. Oh my gosh, you guys, this was so good. So good. I would 100% say I would get it again, but I'm going to try not to just because I don't need it. But it's well worth it. It is very, very good. It really is. I actually showed this on a Vlogmas video recently, so be sure to check that out. I can't remember what day it is that I did do it, but it'll say we made maple pecan bars. You'll see them on the thumbnail. Oh, I'm reliving them. They were so good, guys. So good. In this mix, you actually got like 2 packages. One was the like topping and one was the crust. And it was really, really simple to make. It really was. You didn't need anything fancy. There are 2 ways, like it does explain like how to make it on the back here, where you can use like an electric mixer, but I just did it the old fashioned way with my hand and that was fine too. It was delicious. And I used the vegan egg alternative from Bob's Red Mills, the egg replacer. And then I also used the I Can't Believe It's Not Butter, it's vegan one too, and it totally cooked up great, guys. It did. Love this. I would definitely recommend it. If you have not tried it, I do think it's worth at least purchasing one time and making up a batch because they were awesome. Very, very good. Next thing I finished up was one of these Go Macro bars. I really enjoyed this. However, let me just make a point with this one real quick. I had it right after I had this one. This is the Garden of Life Sport protein bar, and I hated it. I just did not like it at all. I took a couple bites just to like give it a fair shot. Did not like it. I mentioned this on a vlog for you guys too, and so I had this right after though, and I really enjoyed this, but maybe it was because I was just like comparing the two as well. Not to say that this isn't good, but I think it was just maybe I was giving it maybe a little more leeway in comparison. Anyway, this is the Protein Paradise one. It's the cashew caramel. It was really good. I really did like it. The Go Macro bars are good. And I've looked at many before as far as like the macros do go. This bar is 260 calories, 11 grams of fat, 30 carbs, and 11 protein. My only thing with it, let me just make a comparison real quick. This. And I know, guys, if you've been following me, you're like, Kim, we get it. We know you love these. We get it. But here's the thing. Not only do I love these, and I genuinely do, the new Go Slim bars in chocolate mint, although I did see they have like a new brownie brittle one or something. Haven't tried it, but I might. This though, let's just put that in comparison. 180 calories. I pretty much know this one by heart. 180 calories for the whole thing. Maybe it's slightly smaller, so I will give it that. Let's actually compare the ounces here. 60 grams in the Go Macro bar, and this one is 45 grams. So it is a little smaller. It is. But then has only 5 grams of fat, 17 carbs, but a lot of it is from fiber, so it only has 5 net carbs in it and 18 grams of protein. And so for me, I just feel like when you're comparing the two, plus this one just tastes like truly like a candy bar, in my opinion, this just wins. This just always wins for me. I tried to branch out and I just go back to this. This one is amazing. It's so good. If you are looking for truly a chocolate-based one, hands down, go with this. Just do it. They actually use real dark chocolate. It's awesome. It doesn't really have that protein bar taste whatsoever, in my opinion. I think there's kids playing outside, so I'm sorry if you hear that. But I do want to change it up sometimes. I do. And so I tried, and I was not disappointed with this. It was just one of those, I automatically compared it. You know what I mean? I already ate one today again because that's what I do. Anyway, next thing I finished up was this box of Emergency. I do have a few left actually, but I kind of stopped taking them. I got these at Trader Joe's as well, and you got 30 in here. My thought was I would have like one a day for the month of December, just to stay a little extra healthy and a little more immunity boost throughout this month where we know so many of us are getting sick. It just is the month that it happens, right? There's electrolytes in it, a bunch of vitamins in it. There's a lot going on in this. There really, really is. And it's like 35 calories per packet. I just thought this would be really good to incorporate. The problem is, and I mentioned this, I believe, on a vlog, if you are sensitive to acidic drinks like orange juice, lemonade, any of that kind of juice drink, which I am, and I knew that, but I just didn't put that together, this may or may not be your best friend, because this just really, really upset my stomach. And I didn't really put it together at first until I took it away. When I mentioned, like, my stomach hurts and I just don't know what it is, and my husband's like, I told him I was taking these and my normal vitamins. He's like, oh, it's got to be that. It's just too much. And I'm like, oh. So then I took it away, and sure enough, like, my stomach was fine. I'm like, great. So I recommend them for what they are, but if you are sensitive, maybe not, because, or maybe I could even have these still, maybe, I haven't tried again, but just not every day, I don't know. Or don't mix them with your other vitamins, but then kind of what's the point? Just take your normal vitamin, right? Anyway, it's not bad. I will say there's like an orange one you can get too. I got the raspberry flavor. It's not like the best tasting thing, but it's not the worst either. It's kind of mild in my opinion. Like it's not a very strong flavor. And, but yeah, I don't know. It just kind of let me down because I think they would be really good just to have a little extra boost of vitamin C right now, especially. So I've been eating oranges every day, but just little bits. Next thing I finished up were these Arrowhead Mills protein pancake and waffle mix, 100% plant-based protein. I think I mentioned these to you guys recently on a meal prep I did where I made a bunch of pancakes, protein ones specifically to put in my freezer. And I really am happy with how these cooked up. They really did great. And the way I made them is I just followed the pancake directions back here, which was a 3/4 cup of this. I think I doubled it though. And a cup of water or milk. I used flax milk with protein just to get even more protein. And then this actually says to do a tablespoon of oil, which I did not do at all, and they were still fine. It does not even call for an egg or an egg replacer. It does for waffles, but for the pancake recipe, it doesn't. My only thing with it, this was kind of pricey. I got this at Sprouts, and I think it's great that they make it, and it's simple, and you have it. That's awesome. Convenience-wise, it's great. So in that way, the price kind of makes sense, right? It wasn't crazy, but I want to say this was like $8. But my thing with it too is that it didn't really have a lot of flavor all around. It just didn't. It's made with chickpea flour, by the way. And then I think they add pea protein into it, I believe. No, it's the Vital Wheat gluten. So it is not gluten-free too. It just didn't have a lot of flavor. It's pretty bland. So on my second time making them, I added a bunch of cinnamon to it and it was much better. So I would recommend trying them out, especially if you need something quick and easy to just meal prep. There you go. And you're looking for ways to up your protein and still stay plant-based too. But add a bunch of like seasonings to it of your choice, whether it's like pumpkin pie spice or cinnamon, like I said, just stuff like that, because that'll make it a little bit better. It just didn't really taste like anything. Now, granted, I put peanut butter on mine. I put syrup on mine. So at the end of the day, really, I'm going for the toppings anyway. Yeah, I do like doing pancakes though now. I really do, because the way I make them too, they pretty much come out to be the same like macros and calories of oatmeal. So I pretty much stick to oatmeal, but if I do want to change it up, I'll go the pancake route, and I'm pretty much getting the same benefit either way, if that makes sense. So when I showed you guys the pecan bar mix, I also used this on that same video where I made those desserts. I actually went ahead and made a banana bread, and I used this to do it just because I had it. This I got in a vegan cuts box. I will link that below for you guys if you're interested in getting one. So this monthly subscription box for a bunch of vegan snacks. It's awesome. We taste test it for you guys every single month. Super fun. Well, we didn't taste test this because it was something that wasn't a snack and you had to prepare it. So I had held on to this and I was like, ooh, banana bread. How good would this be as the base for the banana bread, just to put an extra dimension on it? It was delicious. It was. But to be fair, I didn't technically make this into pancakes or waffles or whatever, so I can't say exactly how they cooked up, but the bread cooked up wonderfully, so I'm going to still give this an A+ and assume that it will. I loved it. I really did. This whole package here, which was like 1.5 cups, I believe, when I made the banana bread loaf, just to kind of give you an idea of how much, is 150 calories per serving. Again, serves 8, 3.5 grams of fat, 29 carbs, a little high carb, and 2 grams of protein. It's pretty like standard of a normal like pancake mix, I guess you would say. But these were cinnamon pecan pancakes is the flavor. And they did have little chunks of pecans in them. They were really, really good. It was really good. So I enjoyed that, and I would definitely get it if I was craving it again to make something like that. I would totally get this again. Next thing I finished up, and this is kind of become a staple in my freezer now, to be honest. There's one in there now. I actually tried out, this was from Sprouts, the So Delicious Cocoa Whip, kind of like Cool Whip. I don't know what happened to the lid, but anyway. This was the light version. So it had like 50% less fat than our original one. The thing that cracks me up about it, and it's totally vegan and stuff, is the serving size is 2 tablespoons and it's 25 calories. Well, the one I have in my freezer right now, which is the original and not not the light version, is only 30 calories. It's only a 5-calorie difference. And this one has 1 gram of fat, so if it has half, that means the other one has 2 grams of fat. Point being, I think it's just kind of silly that they even made a light version because it just doesn't seem really worth it. Because it's not that big of a difference. But hey, whatever. I would get either one again. I got the original this time, or the next time, just to be able to compare them and see, is there a big difference? And I don't really feel like there is. So, I mean, I guess I would get the light version again. Just why not? But really, really good. Now, you can store this in your fridge, and it'll have more of like a Cool Whip, like texture to it, and a lot runnier, I guess. But if you put it in your freezer, which is what I've been doing, it's like ice cream, you guys. It really is. It's like ice cream. And again, 2 tablespoons is 25 or 30 calories, depending on which one you get. And literally at night, like, if I get like that little sweet tooth, I come down and I get myself a scoop, and it's like guilt-free, you know? And it just gives you that little something, that little bit of something that you might just need. So this has literally become like my ice cream. Look, man, I'm just saying. So I recommend it. Try it out. Not bad. I think it's been around a while. I just haven't tried it until recently, and now we have, you know, a couple. Anyway, so next thing is from Trader Joe's, and it's this falafel mix. I have shown this in a meal prep video too. Basically, you just add water to this, let it sit for about 30 to 45 minutes in a bowl, and then it will kind of like, not rise like bread, but combine on its own. It's really weird, but you make your own falafel balls. And I use like a little like ice cream scooper, put them and roll them into balls, and I bake these up in the air fryer, and they're very, very good if you like falafel. It's not personally my favorite thing, but Nate loves it, and I've been making it for him to take to work, and he really, really likes this. So definitely would get it again just to change it up too. You can deep fry these too, and I think that's technically more traditional for falafel, but again, to be a little healthier, we've just been sticking to the air fryer, and that's been really, really good. I don't know what it is about falafel, and falafel is like Mediterranean flavors. I like pretty much everything in it as far as the ingredients go. Fava beans, I can never say that, fava beans, chickpeas, spices, sea salt, garlic powder, like everything in it I like. But for some reason, I just don't love falafel. I don't know. It's weird. Finished up these Big Mountain Foods is the brand, Mighty Mushroom Bites. Now, I did not try these because mushroom bites. You guys know I don't do mushrooms. But Nate does again. And we had recently purchased like the sausage ones, I think they were. It was like a morning breakfast bites one by the same brand. And Nate really wasn't impressed. And I had purchased these too. And I'm like, well, we'll try these out and we'll see. And then he tried these out and he did not like them at all. So we're going to call this brand Not There Yet. It just didn't taste good. And they didn't look great either. These were purchased at Winco. I will tell you, I have not seen this brand like anywhere else. And I don't know, it doesn't have like good flavor. I don't know. And they're a little bit pricey, I remember too. And even at Winco, which is usually a lot more like discount prices, this was kind of high. But it's sweet potato and spinach. I think the picture looks appealing. I like where they were going with it, but it just fell short. Just didn't taste right. Didn't have like good flavor to it. All right, my friends, that is everything. Now I can go officially put this out in the trash and we'll start over again. That's what I do. I just put everything in my basket, and as it gets full, we do another empties. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I thought that's what I would just do today for you guys, since I haven't done an empties video in a while. I thought that's what I would do. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys tomorrow.